Hello, my dear friends over here on the YouTube world. I hope everyone's having a great day. I am coming to you with my whips from the week, and I've been pretty busy. I don't have any young ones at home, so I didn't do anything special for Easter weekend. For those who did, I hope you had a great time. But today I'm going to talk to you about 5 different whips I have on the go. Hoping to do them all in one video, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, the first one is from Judy over at WIP Crafts, which I will be sharing all the links I can share down below. But she does I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of. A make along over a 6-month period, but there's 12 parts to that 6 months. So on the 1st of the month and on the 15th of the month, she'll give us a picture. We draw colors from said picture and we make an item. I am making a granny square blanket, and this is square for April 1st. And I have one more square to go on this rectangle. Then I will be putting the border on it and then attaching it to the first 4 squares, which would have been January 1st, 15th, February 1st, and 15th. This rectangle here will have March 1st and 15th, which is already done. April 1st, so I'm just waiting for April 15th now. And then I will have 2 rectangles out of 3 made and attached together. So that is project number 1. Project number 2. Now, I don't know who was all here last week and saw my whips. And I had shown a teddy bear, or sorry, not a teddy bear. It is a teddy bear? I don't remember what this animal is. A monkey. Sorry, it's not a teddy bear, it's a monkey that I am making for a Facebook group I'm in called Cal Central Crochet. And again, I will try to link that down below. When I shared my monkey last Wednesday, he was headless. I hadn't gotten that far yet. Since then, I made sure over the weekend I got his head made, the muzzle made and sewn on. I've also made his tail and ears, but are not yet on. So here's my monkey now to this point, where last week I was only up here, just had the arms sewn on, and 1 row after that. Now there is eyes. I don't know if you guys can see them. I'm trying to get, there you go. You should be able to see the little glare of the eyes. They're tiny. I know, very, very tiny for this project. They're the only safety eyes I have. When I bought said eyes from Amazon for the amount that was in the package and for the price, I thought it was a good deal. Never bought safety eyes before, so I didn't know sizing for eyes and what was good. These are too small. And I have a whole lot of them, but I'll be glad when they're done because I'm going to go a bigger size. So there is the monkey's body part. Then I do have monkey's tail. It's only 5 single crochets around in a long tube. It was a pain to make, to hold. It just, I kept feeling like I was catching more than 1 stitch and working with black, which is hard to do, but I don't mind doing it. Now the ears are not 100% done. I do have a little hole in the back I've got to sew because it's worked all in one piece. So first off, you do the center piece of the ear, and then you join on the main body part color, which in my case is the black, and you do a back post stitch or back loop stitch, and then you slowly decrease it. And then, like I said, there is a little hole there, from there only being 5 stitches. And then I just gotta sew that up and then bring the thread down so I can attach it to the side of the monkey's head. And I think he's gonna be adorable. Like, look at those ears. I just finished it so much. But so that is project number 2 that I have been working on. Like I said, he's in much better shape than he was last week, and I'm so sorry of the comment I made about my poor monkey. I didn't want it to sound like I was trying to be animal cruel or anything like that, and I am sorry if anyone got offended by that. I really was not my intention. Anyways, project number 3 I am working on. Now this is fun. Excuse me. It's for Erin over at Crafting Kitty Creator Spotlight. I will share her down below as well. And our spotlight creator for the month is Secret Yarnery. I am new to her channel. I'm actually enjoying this pattern. It is called the Drunken Granny Stitch. Now, I had a little issue with said scarf my first roundabout with it. I started it, I put it down, I started it again, put it down, and I don't know, about 3 rows up, I kind of noticed it went from about this wide to about this wide. Didn't think anything of it, and I will explain why in a second. And then I continued on, and then finally I brought up said video from the Spotlight creator, and I just, because I like when I share my item when I make it, and I was like 3/4 of the way done at the cake of yarn, that I got looking at the picture and then thought, oh no, don't tell me I did what I think I did. And sure enough, I did a count on the picture, went back to my scarf and looked at it and realized I had to rip it back to the very first row. Now, I am using a 5mm hook for the scarf, and for the next project I will be showing you, I'm using a 5.5. Look at those colors. They're almost identical. Actually, could be my lighting. They are identical, actually. No, I lied. The 5 is a little bit darker, but not by much. So I thought, well, maybe I started the scarf with the 5.5, and I had a 5 sitting here because I use a 5 a lot, so that's usually sitting here on my laptop on my keyboard. So I thought, maybe I just picked up the wrong hook to continue on, but I thought, I'm not keeping this scarf. Hopefully, I'm hoping to either donate it or sell it or give it away as a gift to somebody. So I thought, I've got to fix this. Now, I am using the Caron latte cakes. For those who've used it before, they kind of, I think, will know where this is going. But sorry, it is backwards, but it's Caron latte cakes. This yarn has a major halo to it. And I had, I think, well, there wasn't much left in the cake. I had over 50 rows done. I had ripped it back to row number 1. What I had done, and I kind of wish I had thought about looking when I realized the scarf wasn't coming out as wide, was this stitch. You're supposed to, in the chain loop space of the previous row, you're supposed to do 4 double crochets, chain 2, and then 1 double crochet, all in the chain 2 space. I did that for the first row, which was in the initial chain. Second row, I did a few of them with the 4, and then the chain 2, and then the single, 1 double crochet, and then I had some that had 3 double crochets, chain the 2, and then 1 double crochet, and then come the third row, all the way up to 50, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 1 double crochet, and that's why my scarf went from yay wide to yay wide. But this is, so I, like I said, ripped it back over the weekend. I have continued on, and now it's looking much better. I'm going to bring it from my left across the screen this way, so you guys can see it. I don't want to drop my hook on the floor. So, here's the starting, and like I said, this first row was done fine. I had no problems. And it got multiple different grays in it. It's really nice. Cake of yarn. And I'm sorry, actually, I'm going to be double dipping this one. I didn't write down the other one that it's going to be entering in. So hopefully next week, either when it's on a WIP or when it's on an FO video, I will remember to add the other group I'm participating in. I just joined her last month. She has a Facebook group, I know that much. Something other witch something, I honestly cannot remember. But she has a make along each month where it's involving different cakes. You can use any cake company like Caron or any other type of yarn that's made into a cake. and make projects from it. I, at this time, cannot remember who it is. I am so sorry. I just thought about that now. So I'm hoping that this will be done by the end of this month, and it will be entered into that make along for the month of April. So, but I've gotten pretty far on it, and like the scarf is 6 inches wide to start with, and I went from like a 6 to 5 1/4 maybe, just by losing 5 stitches because there's only 5 sets. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 4 double crochet, chain 2, and then the 1 double crochet. But so I was only losing like 5 stitches in total per row, but it made a difference, big difference. And like I said, it looked odd, but like I said, I had 2 hooks sitting here, similar colors, very similar colors, and I thought, well, maybe I'd started it with the bigger hook and went to a smaller hook. No, I totally messed up on the stitch count and stuff and what I was doing, and Lord and behold, it made a big difference. So anyways, project number 4 I am working on is the blanket for my mom that I did mention last week that I was commissioned from her to make. It's a kit from Mary Maxim. It's called the Rag Sampler Afghan. Again, the number is 9677, either 0N or ON. I'm not 100% sure. I've never bought a kit from Mary Maxim before, so I don't know, if it's 2 letters at the end or just 1 letter at the end of their codes. But it says the blanket should be about 49 inches by 55 inches. And this is a picture of said blanket that I'm making for my mom. Now in the picture, it looks like a decent size, but I wasn't really, you can only see 5 squares up. So, and I know it's 6 up because it's 5 across. And I'm like, I don't know, it doesn't look too big. Again, I'm going to try and go from left to right. Over the weekend, I got first strip done of the blanket. And I'm actually quite happy with how much I did this weekend on this blanket. So, and like I said, there's 6 squares per strip. And there is 5 strips in total. So, and you work them, when you finish 1 square, you then join on your color, continue on for your next square. So, here's square 1. Now, it is rectangle. It's supposed to be go. I'd rather show it to you this way, but for sake of, see what I'm doing on camera, we're going to go sideways. So this would be square 1. And then went into square 2. Then I moved on to square 3. And I think last week I was either on square 2 or square 3 when I showed it, I believe. I think I was on square 3, to be honest with you. Then it went into square 4. Then it went on to square 5. And I will be glad when I get the edging on it because square 6, it's a basket weave and it's really pulled in tight. So I'll be so happy when the edge gets on it and it gets sewn into said square. Now with this Marl look yarn, which was in 3 squares, this is all that was left out of that whole skein of yarn. So I'm already on second skein for that material, like that yarn, which I'm okay with because there's a lot in the kit. More than I think there should be, considering the Marl look yarn patterns, which is pattern B, and then it is 2 other patterns out of all the patterns for squares. So it was pattern B, G, and H. And the Marl yarn is used 3 times in each one of the strips, and it's those same 3 patterns each time. And if I'm only using 1 skein per strip, that would only be 5 skeins. I think there's about 10 or 12 in the kit. And the border looks like it only goes around maybe twice with single crochets. So I don't know. That's got me a little puzzled. And it was so funny because I read it once I got this all done. When I first read it, I thought I was supposed to do a total of 29 single crochets from start to finish of the side of the strip. I thought that's impossible. no, it's 29 singles per square. So made a little more sense. So I got strip 1 done. And I am, make sure it's the front side, over halfway done square 1 of strip 2. So it's coming along pretty quickly. And I'm loving it. Like I said, once I've done all the strips and I know all the patterns, I'm going to definitely mark in the pattern which ones I like the best. And I want to configure it to a full-size blanket. Now the only other WIP I've been working on, which I'm proud of how far I've got, which I have not shown you guys for a few weeks, is my socks. I'm actually at the point for sock number 2 to start the heel. I'm literally, the next stitch will be my heel yarn. But I've made a pretty good progress from here to up here. And like I said, the next stitch is going to be the heel. So I am now at the point to start heel of sock number 2. Hopefully next week you guys will see it and the heel will be in and I'll be so proud. Now, I can't tell you much about the sock. I know it's a vanilla sock. All I did was watch a couple different YouTube videos, made notes of how to do the toe, the heel. I do believe the heel is a mock German short row heel, I think was how it was labeled. But I really couldn't tell you. I did not write down in my notes, so I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to call it here for my video. Hopefully time will be short enough that it will let me upload my video. Yeah, it should be under 20 minutes. So, anyways, hope everybody has a good day. I lost my train of thought again. Oh goodness, it's not a good day. Hope everybody has a good day. Tomorrow, Thursday, I will be coming back on for Things We're Making Thursday. But I'm not going to have a project on the go at time. I will talk about the month's category, and I will share a few pictures of items I've already made that fall in line with that category. But I will not have anything new either on the go or just made until the following week because I gotta go shopping this weekend for some yarn. Yay! So anyways, everyone be safe, be kind, keep doing you, keep enjoying your crafts or what it is you do that you love. And I will see you all soon. Love you guys. Be safe. Bye for now.